Today I'll be hand painting an A-frame sign using a couple of traditional sign painting techniques. This one has some pretty neat hand painted lettering as well as a really effective sponge painting technique. This one's for my good friends over at Tooth and Nail Tattoo in my hometown of Shepherdstown, West Virginia. Let's get into it. Started this one off by spraying a sunburst fade around the edges of the sign. For the brush, I'm using a Kafka lettering quill. And as always, I'm doing the lettering and illustrative work with one-shot lettering enamel. Mixed up this really pretty emerald green color for this one. On this first line of lettering, I'm capping off my letters, which is done by rolling the brush into the corners. Here's a really good example of what I mean by capping the letters off, kind of rolling the brush into the corners and then capping the bottom there. But here in the coming video, I'll show how I use Scotch tape to really speed up the process and give a super clean finish to the letters. And note, this is a little controversial in the sign painting world, but if the great E.C. Matthews was taping letters, I'm not worrying about it. All this is your common household Scotch tape, and it's laid down at the top and bottom of your letters, allowing you to overpaint your strokes, and once the tape's removed, you get a super crisp top and bottom line. In keeping with good lettering, your tape's removed so you can extend your oval form letters above and below the baseline, such as these O's. I thought some slappy style script would fit really well with the more formal letters on this sign. I've got a longer video going over how I do my script if you'd like to check that out. Here again on the back of the sign, I've taped off my letters. I'll do a line or two at a time. If you let the Scotch tape sit there too long, it'll often separate from the sign, leaving a gap, and you'll get paint running below the tape, which just leaves a real mess. Again, not taping your oval form letters. I really like this S. S's always kind of give you an excuse to add something a little extra, like a little tail or wrap around a couple times. For this sponge painting technique, I'm using a good old book wrap, the stuff you'd cover your books in elementary school with. I swear this stuff outperforms the fanciest airbrush mask you can buy, and it's about 1/10 the price. It's really great stuff. And all I'm doing is sketching out and cutting out the areas I'll be sponging. All I do is wad up a piece of paper towel into a round kind of shape and dab it until it gives you a nice dispersed texture. Super simple and effective. What I'm mimicking here is the fades you'll see in traditional tattoo flash. This was done by spit shading, where the tattoo artist would wet the brush with spit and drag it over the pigment on the paper. Really distinct art form, and sponging has a really good go at representing that. Doing my lining on the illustrations with a script liner brush. This is a Mac Virus. Mixing up my drop shadow color. Nothing too dark, just want to kind of help push out my green lettering a bit. I always love painting in the drop shadows. The sign just kind of comes alive at this point. It's really neat. I wanted to push the word open a little bit harder, since that is the purpose of this sign. So I drew in some inset color, a lighter shade of green. Again, nothing too loud, but really helps with the hierarchy. Trimming in my borders. And that's another one in the books. Always means a lot to get another sign on Main Street here at home, and I hope this one serves them well. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and check out some of my other videos. A lot of cool sign making stuff on there. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.